Well, he allegedly was very pro digital or something digital. Nice. I thought he was against the digital dollar.
He doesn't want a digital dollar.
He doesn't want a digital dollar, but he's pro.
But why?
But he is pro Bitcoin.
But why?
Right?
That's what I'm saying. But why?
Yeah,
why?
I don't know.
Why? I don't care if he is or not. Why is
I don't know. But what's important is that you need to understand this. This is where it's exciting to them. It could be to them. It just shot the hell up. Okay, so something happens between now and January 20th. Well, that's all going to come crashing down.
That's what it does all the time.
So that's, or he even can get in, and yeah, it could just crash down because it got ahead of itself. So this is really exciting if somebody wants to
I just
play
like the conversation about Bitcoin because it's a nothing. It's nothing. It's
well,
like
you gotta understand what I'm saying. I'm talking to the audience about a play here. If they're crazy enough, and I'll say right now, talk to a professional. This might just be gambling. This is just a guy talking, but this is what just happened. You can go look it up. Coinbase is the
I
thing.
know. I've watched it. Okay,
right. Don't get annoyed with me. I don't give it for them. It's for them. That's my point. My point is this thing could crash down, so it might be a move.
It will. It will.
That's what I'm saying. Well, then say
never.
that.
It never stays up.
Get
it
the
always
camera rolling,
down.
buddy. That's what I'm saying. I know. I understand. I understand what you're saying. I went through that with Andrew when he got excited about Doge like 6 years ago. We're over there.
Yeah, too bad he didn't fucking hold on to it.
I told him too. Like when he first was, we're gonna go to Mexico. Like I go, well, did you sell it? No. And then like a couple days later,
yeah, because the only reason it went down is Elon went on to SNL.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and that was that whole thing. Yeah.
Why it went down, I don't know, but it went down after that.
I mean, it's been pretty volatile. If you look at a chart, I'm sure your buddies in Milwaukee know all that stuff. I mean, it's just
it always has been since.
Yeah, exactly. So it's made a big move. So you know what I mean.
It made a big move back in June.
So my point is, if someone wants to make some money, it's a thought.
It could take a shit tomorrow.
You can go bet against it, and you can make a bunch of money, possibly.
You can't, but you either buy into it and lose, or you don't buy into it and don't lose.
No,
there's no betting against it.
Oh,
it's not like a stock.
Yes, there is.
How?
There's a bunch of ways, my friend. There's Biddy. Well, let's get on the thing. Let's get on.
It's on. I can edit in whatever. What are you talking about?
Okay. Well, we're gonna do this towards the end. Towards the end of the thing. We'll start off with Bitcoin.
I just wonder what the hell you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
How can you
can do all kinds of fun.
it?
Oh, we can do all kinds of fun things if you want to. Okay. So we have Coinbase. Okay, which is a stock. They sell shares of that company and the
the NASDAQ and all that.
Yeah. So you can look that up, and coin is the symbol, COIN. So that's just taking a huge move here, and you can actually bet against that or Bitcoin directly by a thing called Biddy, BITI. It's an ETF that actually bets against Bitcoin. That's one way to do it. There's another one too. I don't have that symbol in my head right now. You have to be set up through with a stockbroker to be able to buy put options against coin. That would be a very aggressive, risky gambling thing to do. So coin took off after Trump won. You can look that up. So this is a very recent move. Then like earlier this week, it down like $34. Then yesterday it just went up like another 25. So it's still over $300. So it's still close to all-time highs. I'm just saying, with the hype of Bitcoin in general, and then if Trump doesn't make it, this whole thing could crashing down. So for those who on the internet and watch these kind of things and like to play these things, there are ways to play it. Again, either through Biddy, the ETF, which bets against a Bitcoin, or someone could just directly get put options. If they're set up for options, you got to go through a whole thing, and they send you this thing. You're supposed to have read it, and because they're risky when you buy calls or puts on something. It's basically putting a bet on a stock, basically.
Yeah.
Calls are usually you bet it's going up. Put means you think it's going down. And they're very dangerous and very volatile. You can make money real quick and you can lose money real quick if you pick the wrong direction. So anyway, that's where I'm excited about it because it's made such a big move. I think it's made too big a move, even if he gets in. And like you say, it goes up and down all the time. I think it's going to come down. Who knows? Maybe it's going to go up more. before it really crashes down. You know, it's one of those things. So,
But what makes it go up?
I am assuming you say it's Elon.
No, I mean in general, what makes Bitcoin go up? What creates more value?
I mean, what you're talking about upstairs, it's just this whole idea that it's the next big thing, it's the future, you know, and that everything what you were saying upstairs, that you have problems with it. And I'm not saying you're wrong, buddy.
Well,
I'm not pro Bitcoin. I just understand where I'm coming from. I'm not pro Bitcoin. I'm following the landscape here. I think it moved way too fast up. If something were to happen to Trump, that's definitely coming down. But it may come down anyway. Like you're saying, it may just be hyped. It's one of those hyped up things where everybody's jumps in, like fear of missing out, right?
But in general, it doesn't hold a utility. You know, I'm assuming this probably it has a blockchain connected to it, or however the fuck it works. It's something like that, but it really doesn't have any real utility. It's like we talked about before. It's up. You spend real money to buy a coin or part of a coin or whatever the fuck, and then what at that point, what makes that value go up? Well, it's either going to be hype and more people buying into it, and that's the only time money gets into it is by more people buying. So I'm going to buy into it, and I'm going to tell you, look at this thing, this new, it's great, and I'm going to have you buy into it, and as soon as you buy it, because now the price is a little bit further up than when I buy it. Yeah, it's gonna go down the chain. I'm just gonna sell, and you're gonna sell and sell it to somebody else. And
sometimes
so on and
these
so forth.
things are pump and dumps. Sometimes these things are the greater fool theory. I'm with you. I don't claim to understand Bitcoin at all. I think you and maybe Andrew, people like you guys, maybe you understand a little better than I do. I don't understand it at all.
It doesn't make sense to me.
And I'm just looking at this personally going, do I try to do something? And do I make that gamble? Do I make that bet? You know what I mean? But it's dangerous, because what if I'm wrong? What if Coinbase is going to go to 600 before the big crash? You know what I mean? What if it's going to go more before it really crashes? But if you look at the chart, it's almost moving.
I wouldn't spend my money on coin. I wouldn't spend my money on a company. I'd just go and directly buy Bitcoin. You can buy partial. You don't have to buy like a whole $80,000 coin. You can dump several $1,000.
I'm leaning on. So if you don't get where I'm coming from, I'm coming from the idea that I want to bet against.
Yeah, no, I get where you're coming from.
It's going to come back down.
I'm saying in general, I would rather just buy the actual coin, because that company can come and go, disappear, and won't be worth shit.
Yeah.
But that coin essentially is always going to be worth something, because we saw it a few years back during COVID. It shot up and then it fucking came crashing down. I mean, I think it was up around 60 or 70, and it came down to like 25, 30. So, it has had its major ups and downs, and it's had other ones since where it's gotten back up there and dropped back down to like the 40s. So it has, again, I don't understand what's controlling it other than hype and just hype built into selling. And then now I'm the hype. I sell to you, you buy more into it. I don't get, there's no utility behind it. What a couple companies are saying, oh, we'll take your Bitcoin. So again, you're just trading the fake money for a faker money, a fake digital money, and it's still going to get converted to cash. So it doesn't make sense to me. It's not like it's doing anything.
And you know what they say? The pros say they go, and this is what makes a market.
No shit, right?
You know what I mean? And they do this about everything. Like they rip on gold bugs, and it's like, well, gold bugs do got kind of a point. Like, gee, all of freaking humanity and all of civilization, it's kind of always meant something.
Right.
It's not like, well, there's like 500 years there, nobody cared about gold, and they were just throwing it away.
But
you know what I mean? That's never happened.
It's using all the electronics, all kinds of shit.
Well,
I mean,
then they got more. They got more to come.
You're right.
The new nuclear reactors are going to actually need some gold now. But that's another topic for another show. But yeah, I'm more of a.
It has a value to it.
I think so.
Bitcoin doesn't have a value to it.
I'm with you. Buddy.
And if you don't have the whole electronic world that you live in today,
I'm with you.
If a fucking EMT or EMP goes off tomorrow because Russia fucking nukes us or some shit, you can't use your Bitcoin. But hey, if I had a stick of gold or some gold coins, I know,
and those other people make fun of that too. They do. They go, well, if it got down to that point, gold's not even going to matter. You just got to have guns and food at that point. They go there like, well, apocalyptic.
It's still
That's what they do. They keep going. This is what you
It's
know.
not like we go back to the fucking Stone Age, right? People still gonna live this. We've all been conditioned to do that. You barter. If you don't have anything to barter back with, you got gold. You got
Or silver, yeah.
or silver. You got something that's
Silver's interesting too because it
still
has a
gonna be worth
little more utility use to it, you know. So, but I hope you use this if we're doing this, buddy. No, I'm just saying. So for everybody out there who's interested in this kind of thing, if you look at a thing like Coinbase, simple coin. Again, I'm not telling anybody to do this. Consult with a financial professional before you make any moves. It's just two guys talking. We're just like two guys hanging out. Like two guys at a bar. We're just hanging out. We're just talking. We're at the bar. We're talking, right, Logan? That's how we're doing. And no, but the point is, coin. Okay, that's the symbol. Has had a huge move. Look it up on a chart. See what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah.
Since the Trump win, and it's almost straight up. And nothing, as we know, like you said before, it always comes crashing down. So my point is the move right now for those who have the cojones, the chutzpah, to do the move, and if you got a little extra gambling money, just saying, is that the move right now to make? Because it ain't going to be able to sustain this. It may go up a little bit more, but it's probably going to crash down, at least the pre-election level. That's my exciting question, my exciting equation for the moment, or the next 2 months here.
Right.
We'll see. Time will tell.
I guess.
Time will tell. All right. So we start off with Bitcoin, whatever you want to talk about.